Alrighty, so welcome to the Wednesday night stream. I'm your host, Parflunner39. Today I'll be streaming Left 4 Dead 2. Why? Well, why the hell not? So, yeah. Figured I'd do like a campaign or two and, play Left 4 Dead 2. Try and get my, what's the word for it? My groove back a little bit. So, I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now. It's the new year, obviously. Not too long ago, I just started streaming Code Vein, to which that's a nice throwback. Yeah, so that's been great. Code Vein 2 is coming out soon. That's also great. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting Code Vein to get a sequel. It was one of those games that, like I said, it was one of the first Soulsborne titles that predated Sekiro, but also kind of, sort of predated a few other things. I actually gotta check out some of my mods real quick. Give me a sec. Alright, but yeah. So that's pretty much one of the things that was surprising about it. Is just like legitimately, yeah, it's just like legitimately you got like all these. You got the sequel to Code Vein. Give me a sec. I'm literally just like right now running through like a few mods. I'm double checking that I got on and off right now. Is it important? Eh, it depends. Let's see here. But yeah, that's... I'm trying to think. Before that, it was Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, so before that, it was Lords of the Fallen. And then before that, it was just the Dark Souls series, to be frankly honest. That's all you really had. It's kinda... Alright, but yeah. Sorry, I'm literally looking through like a dozen different things right now. Alright. Alrighty, sorry, give me a sec. I really am trying to like go through some of my mods, because some of the stuff... Give me a sec. You know, some of the stuff I got is just... Mostly in terms of, like, how it all connects to each other and how technical it is, to be frankly honest. So, yeah, that's why I'm, like, running through some of the stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, I think everything should be in order. What the hell? Why not? No, actually, no, never mind. I was gonna download Back to School, but oh no, I already have Back to School. Never mind. I guess I will play Back to School then. Alrighty. Let's see here. Back to School, and then I'll play like a few. Yeah, I'm just gonna play like a few campaigns. Question is, I'm trying to really remember off the top of my head, like which. Yeah, what the hell? Let's do it. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so yeah, apologies. So yeah, made in the time of when Dark Souls was kind of sort of reaching its prominence. I think, what was it, Dark Souls 3 came out the year prior, or was it Bloodborne? No, wait, it was Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne came out when I was still in middle school. So when I was around like 2016. So yeah, Code Vein was pretty much right there after the whole trilogy came out. And right after when Bloodborne came out a few years ago. a few years prior. Then you had, what was it? Then you had Sekiro coming out after the fact. And then now you got the whole Soulsborne genre with every game out there emulating it a bit.
Terrific. Looks like we're walking then. I hate walking. I'm getting too old for this horse shit.
Stay positive, guys. I got a good feeling about this.
You're an optimist. I'll give you that, Lewis.
Everybody ready?
All right, then, let's do it.
Alrighty. Here we go. Give me a sec. Alright, but yeah. So that's really all I know off the top of my head for Code Vein stuff in terms of the developers. Apparently, and this is me kind of sort of just not knowing in general, that apparently it's related to God Eater. A game that is effectively Monster Hunter, but with, like, emphasis on it being you hunting gods and monsters type of thing, you know?
Oh, nice. A cabin in the middle of nowhere. I know how this movie ends. Get off me!
Reloading!
Smoker!
There we go.
Reloading!
Alright, but yeah. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, to be honest, though, because I heard it from, like, secondhand information, and I didn't even know it was related to... Yeah, I didn't even know it was, like, actually, like, related to God. It was just one of those things where it's just like, oh. It wasn't me this time. Alright. But yeah. Actually, real quick, I'm not sure if the... I'm just gonna lower down the decibels a bit, just so that way my voice is coming out clear. So... but yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if Code Vein is actually related to God Eater, because I got that through, like, secondhand information, so yeah. Maybe it's just a coincidence more than anything, but who knows. Alright, but yeah, who knows if that's real or not. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, what else is there to talk about? No, that's really about it, I guess. That's really about it, as... Yeah, it's as much as I know, as far as I can tell you. Let me think. What's else been going on, to be honest? Because for the most part, I'm still got this brain fog over my head where it's just like...
Let's get to the...
Find a way to blow the wall. Oh boy. Come on, come on. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ almighty. They're coming everywhere. Target rich, target rich, target rich! Come on, Zoe, channel that inner slasher of yours. You like slasher movies, right? Alrighty.
Reloading.
Reloading!
Alrighty. Let's see.
Reloading.
Watch out!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything's fucking dark right now.
Reloading!
Grabbing a pipe bomb.
Yep.
Reloading!
Look over here.
Literally being held together by duct tape and prayers.
There's a safe path ahead. Get inside.
Come on.
In here!
Nice.
Yay, we all made it. Alright, so. Oh yeah, that's right. Not too long ago, I've been hearing telltale about Starfield and the Star Wars Genesis mod. People are gassing that mod up right now, in which I guess that's nice? So, give me a sec. Let me just... So I'm not gonna lie, my thoughts and feelings on the Star Wars Genesis mod is kind of complicated a little bit. Not because I don't like the mod. Quite the contrary, I love mods, for fuck's sakes. You see my Zoe right now? She is caked up, is for lack of a better word right now. If it was any other way, it'd be without pants, but I don't think Twitch would like that. So it's either caked up or this. Alrighty. Alrighty, but yeah, no, for the most part though, I don't know how to feel about Star Wars Genesis a little bit though. It's like on one hand, it's great that people are talking about it. On the other hand, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's like the same way I feel about how people talk about and praise Enderall. It's like, yeah, sure, that's nice and all, but at the same time, you know, that's not exactly a good reason to play Enderall in the first place. If you want a game like it, you could just play Gothic. Give me a sec, because right now I'm too locked into... Alright, yeah. Right now I'm working with a shotgun, in which that's not that great right now. I mean, spread is tight.
Weapons over here.
But yeah, the spread is tight, but you know, at the same time it's a shotgun, so I gotta freaking reload this thing a lot like a bitch. Alright, but yeah. Yeah, no, for the most part, my feelings on Star Wars Genesis is kind of complicated, though. It's like, on one hand, it's great, you know? People are talking about Starfield, and, you know, I love Star Wars, too. But at the same time, it's like the same way I feel about Enderall. Just like, yeah, that's great and all that, you know, it's, you know, got all this nice stuff. Oh, give me a second, that's not, makes it sound like I don't like it at all. Alright. Hey, MP5. Oh boy, look at that. My textures aren't working right now. God, you gotta love it.
Reloading.
Nice. That's right, Rent-A-Cop style. Ah, fuck it, I'm already mired. There we go. Give me a sec. Come on, come on. Push through, push through. Feel the wrath of a caked up college student. She is actually a college student, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my god. Alright. Ah, my AK. god, I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. Alrighty. Alrighty, but yeah, no, it's great that...
Weapons here! Reloading. Reloading.
Shit.
I'm down! Thanks, Francis. Reloading.
Target rich! Target rich! If only I had an M16.
Ammo here.
Reloading!
Swing, better, swing!
I'm reloading. Grenade! Damn it, the truck is blocking the way.
Yeah, walk around it, as they always say. Ah, damn, no meds.
There's a safe house ahead.
For Christ's sake, people, get in here!
Reloading! We've got to get inside!
Killer!
Yeah, made it! Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, I've seen footage of Starfield Star Wars Genesis, to which it pretty much replaces a lot of the... I'm trying to find the best way to describe it, because I have not played it myself, because it's a very extensive mod collection, and more importantly, it is going to break as soon as the next patch comes out. I can guarantee that. It will legitimately actually break by the time the next patch for Starfield comes out, whenever that will be, which is hopefully Bethesda, sometime this year, yeah? Alright, but yeah.
Reloading.
No, poor miserable bastard. Alrighty. Alrighty, but yeah, no. So it replaces some of the dialogue as well as some of the traits, as well as like a lot of assets and resources that is in Starfield natively.
I'm reloading.
I think it replaces and sort of kinda revamps the... But yeah, it kinda sorta revamps the main quest and some other quests. So I know one of the more prominent ones was like replacing the UC Vanguard quest with you interacting with the Dathomiri, a Dathomir sister compared to... But yeah, you meet a Night Sister from Dathomir. Alright, but yeah, you meet a Dathomir Night Sister instead of an ambassador from Maroon Kai.
Don't worry, you won't fall. I have you. Let's get you up on your feet.
Alright, but yeah, so there's that change. Along with that, you see United Colony Security does change the dialogue from United Colonies to Imperial Empire. And you got like them being replaced by stormtroopers, which is, I don't know. I mean, I know that New Jericho is supposed to be the for lack of a better word, nerve of where the United Colonies resides. But I'm not sure if seeing stormtroopers...
Listen.
Yeah, I'm not sure seeing just stormtroopers just patrolling and doing grunt work is really that lore accurate. Given that most of the time, whenever we see a stormtrooper, it is that of the 501st Legion, but still. I don't know, that seems a bit pedestrian even for them, but then again, what do I know? You got in Tatooine them patrolling, but I think that's because they were looking for Ben Solo. Not Ben Solo, sorry. Ben Kenobi. Sorry, it's been a while since I last thought about... since I last properly thought about, Star Wars, so...
I got a pipe bomb over here.
I'm lost right now. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Me and my wonderful sense of direction. Alrighty. So there's that change. I know that they also changed how damage works, which I'm not sure if I agree with that sentiment, to be honest. I mean, I get the idea a little bit, right? But at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm in full support of it, just because knowing how Bethesda's combat can pan out, trying to change like one thing, you unintentionally make another thing like sort of like easy, you know? That's what I subscribe to a little bit at least. It's like if you change it too much, you're kind of sort of like leaning for one person to play a particular way, you know? Which is the equivalent of like you going around and playing. Yeah, it's like the equivalent of you like all of a sudden determining like, yeah, no, by default you gotta play a But yeah, no, it kind of sort of feels like the equivalent of like, oh yeah, no, because in Skyrim the optimal way is to play Stealth Archer. That means by default, everyone's got to play Stealth Archer. It's like, really?
I'm reloading.
I think it's like, really? I gotta play fucking Stealth Archer? I mean, I like Stealth Archer as an option, but as like a full-on go-to thing, you know? It's like, no, that's...
Ammo here.
Like, no, that's not fun. It's the equivalent of you also, like... I'd say it's almost the equivalent of as well as, like, you know... Because I saw, like, the way that they had it was, like, Mandalorian armor. It was, like, really powerful to stop bolt, like, powerful blast or something like that. And it's like... I mean, sure, I guess? I mean, sure, I guess? But, you know, that also kind of sort of, like... limits options, so I gotta play... So I gotta go around playing Mandalorian armor or get fucked. Yeah, that's the way I kind of see it a little bit, you know?
Close the door, please.
Killer.
Alright, but yeah, no, it's like... Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like you... So you're limited only to just Mandalorian armor. And it's not even Beskar armor, it's just like... What is it, like plastisteel or something like that? Whatever the material was in Star Wars that they use for defensive measures. So it's either use those or get fucked, I guess, a little bit. Trying to think, what would Zoe want to use? You know, why not?
Weapon. Kill the light.
That doesn't look right.
Oh joy, there's just a fucking bomb hanging out there. Alright, let's do this third person because it's been a while since I played Resident Evil.
Ammo here.
Which she's getting down.
Alrighty, keep it moving. Homegrown M16. Gotta love it.
Down the stairs. Reloading.
Alrighty. Jeez. So the damage model for Starfield with Star Wars Genesis has been sort of revamped, and like I said, I don't know if I really can say that I wholeheartedly like that change a little bit, you know? There's that.
Here.
Yeah, there's that, in my personal opinion. But then there's also, what else is there that I kind of sort of find a little bit questionable? Well, I guess that's... No, it's just the amount of hype that's surrounding it, I guess. It's Ender all over again. Yeah, no, it's Ender all over again, you know? It's like, oh my goodness, this is a great way of playing XYZ game, even though a game like that already exists. It's called Gothic. Or rather in Star Wars Genesis's case is being. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, to be honest. There is no game that's like it. Well, other than maybe Spaceborne. No, other than like Spaceborne 2.
Sweet shot. I'm reloading. Here they come.
Back up, back up, back up! Oh, jeez. Made it through. Alrighty. So yeah, no. I guess the closest equivalent to Star Wars Genesis would be Spaceborne 2. But not many people would be willing to play Spaceborne 2 on the account for the fact that it's an indie game, and along with that, it's pretty jank as well. Find 3 gas cans. Great.
Watch out! Reloaded! Cover me. Hunter! Get it off me!
Yeah, that's 1.
Weapons here!
That's 2. I got a Gerald can.
Watch my back, please. Jockey! Smoker! Watch my back. I'm gonna try the sniper rifle.
Just like in Vietnam.
Molotovs over here!
Yeah, just one thing after another with me. Jesus. Yeah.
Stay calm, boys.
Try to remember. This map came out in 2012, didn't it? I wonder if some of these guys went on to make contribute to World War Z a bit.
Really? Thanks.
Reloading!
Reloading!
There's lights on in that church.
Spinner!
Look over here.
Reloading!
Well, this looks dangerous.
Go ahead and take this.
Oh shit. Come on, come on. Get off. Get off.
Reloading. Behind you.
Ugh, shit.
Behind you! Reloading!
Reloading!
Oh, man. Something don't feel right. Ugh.
Ammo here.
This way.
Oh. Fuck. Game crashed. Game crashed. Shit. Fuck. Alright, well. Damn. Fuck. Ah, god damn it. Alright. Might be a good time to. Well, maybe. No, I want to continue going. I was gonna say, it's like, maybe it's the time to switch gears over to Star Rupture, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, Oh, man. Alright, but, oh, shit, I'm really trying to think off the top of my head right now. Fuck. I really got locked in. Fuck. So, for most part, Star Wars Genesis, Yeah, so my thoughts on Star Wars Genesis is that it's complicated and that I really don't think it's really that whatevered. People are hyping it up just because they want something to hype up against Bethesda, is what I'm gonna say. It's happened time and time again before, unfortunately. And it's happened again. It's gonna happen again for any other game that has a mod that's as big as, like, Star Wars Genesis. That's my opinion, at least. Is any time there's gonna be, like, a big overhaul mod that comes out and just, like, supposedly, like, revamps the game and, you know, make it better than what it originally was, it's just gonna pretty much just be the same thing, where it's just like you're playing a game that's entirely different from what you originally had. That's really the best way I could describe it, to be honest. But yeah, that's the best way I could describe it. Enderall was sort of the same way, with the fact that, you know, you were more or less just playing Gothic instead of Skyrim. Well, you should just played Gothic, because fucking Enderall, despite me not having actually finished it in a while.
Weapons over here.
Despite the fact that I will admit I've not finished Enderall, I have played it. And for the most part, I was just playing Gothic. Like, verbatim. I was just playing fucking Piranha Bytes Gothic.
Reloading.
Alright, but yeah, verbatim, it was just playing Gothic 1 and 2 and any other Piranha Byte game at that point.
Watch my back, please.
I'm not... All these, like, overhaul mods pretty much just have you play a different game.
Reloading.
Yeah, that's really the best way to describe it. It's just like, you're just playing a different game at that point. You're not even... You're playing a game with the basis of the game that was modded over it, but, you know, it's kind of like, really? It is, I will say this, it is technically impressive, though. As a technical feat, as well as the amount of stuff that they put into it, it is genuinely impressive. However, I cannot abide by the fact that it's just like, it's like the second coming of bread or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, this thing is greater than sliced bread. I can't wait to not make a sandwich with this. That's how I feel a little bit.
I'm reloading. Grenade.
Hey, come on, come on.
Reloading! You gotta stop that shit, Tony!
Looks like zombie danger.
Incoming.
Alright, give me a sec.
Weapons here.
Oh, hell.
This looks dangerous.
Thanks, man. Cover me. I'm healing.
Ammo here.
You threw... What the fuck are you three doing? Come on.
There's lights on in that church.
Alright, let's move, let's move.
Watch your ass!
We might need these.
Reloading!
Reloading!
Oh shit. Alrighty. Move, move, move. Let's go. Vamoose. Vamoose.
Reloading!
Watch out!
Jeez. Damn it. Locked in again. Fuck. Alright, yeah, fucking, now the game is just... Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. The game is right now crashing on me, and I was hoping to get through 2 campaigns, but I guess not. So, I guess this is a sign for me to switch gears to a different game. To which, next game on the list is Star Rupture. Let me just change gears over, because clearly, when it comes to... Alrighty. Star Rupture, a game developed by the same people who made Green Hell, had made this game. So, yeah. So yeah, the people that made Green Hell made this new game called Star Rupture, which the best way to describe it is it's pretty much me playing Stalker in space. I don't face bandits, all I face is Xeno threats, and that's about it, really. Alrighty, so here we are, Star Rupture. You know, at the rate I'm going at, I may as well throw Code Vein in, just for shits and giggles. Alright, so... Star Rupture, the game that is effectively about you fanning the flames of industry and corporation as you play a penal colonist sent out by corporations to fill their interests. The game is simple. Get resources for them and just pray to God that you survive somehow. I also should remark, you play as 4 characters as well. If I'm not mistaken, in Green Hell, you got to play as a character. Here you have 4 choices between, like, what was it, like 2 scientists, 1 engineer, and 1, like, combat specialist. Oh, there we go. Game's loading. Alright, so currently, this is my base right now. So I'm playing as Han, who's been charged with the crime of desertion. He specializes in, well, close quarters combat and just combat as a whole. And was a warden. There was prison guard at one point. So yeah. So, just not too long ago, we have just suffered what is effectively a Star Rupture. Hey, I said the title of the game! Alright, but yeah. We had suffered a Star Rupture that happens across the planet.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
And as a result of that now, a lot of our resources are currently, yeah, pretty much we now have a chance to get a rare resource. Ignitium. Super hot rocks, effectively. So remember when I said that this game is kind of like Stalker, in a way? This is pretty much the equivalent of blowout anomaly. Yeah, this is the equivalent of you going through a blowout anomaly and you having to, like, go around and, you know, deal with the missions to some extent. Granted, it's not as glamorous nor as hostile as the zone, but still. With Ignitium being the primary resource as to why you'd want to go out after what is effectively a blowout, you are pretty much incentivized to you know, go from point to point a bit. And besides, at this time as well, you're not going to encounter many hostile life as well. I'm just going to gather as much of these as I possibly can because I need like research points. So as I said before, you play as 4 characters, or one of 4 characters. But you play as one of 4 characters in the game, to which they do actually have dialogue, personalities, and the like. So do be wary of that a little bit, I guess. I'm not sure if Green Hell had anything similar to that, because I know that the first game, that Green Hell definitely had like a... Definitely had a main character, and he spoke a bit, so there's that. Alrighty, excellent. Plenty of Ignidium in my back pocket now. So, despite the fact that we're penal, that we are penal, colonists, we are technically allowed to carry firearms a bit. Strange, I know. But given the fact that you're face-off against hostile life and corporations want to make sure their interests are paid off, yeah, this is sort of the collateral that they have to give and pay. Despite everything, they are technically people, even if they are, in the eyes of society, reprobates. At work right now, pull my crew next stream. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see here. So this game is currently in early access right now. Yeah, this game is currently in early access right now, to which it is... I know that Green Hell is and was in early access for a good chunk of time as well. So, suffice it to say, the developers aren't new to this sort of initiative. Alright, but yeah, they aren't new to this sort of initiative because they've done it once before and they're doing it again. So that's nice to hear. So far, I'm enjoying the game. In fact, I purchased the supporter edition for this game, and I got like a huge like starter buff. To which, I will say this: if you are going to invest into something, invest specifically in the LMG. The LMG is arguably the most expensive. Thing you'll possibly get. Yeah, it's probably arguably the most expensive thing you'll get, but unironically, it is the cheapest thing as well to use. You might be thinking yourself apart. Why would you say that, you know? It seems a bit odd that you would not choose an assault, that you wouldn't choose an assault rifle, and that you chose an LMG. Well, the answer is simple. It's just because of the fact that the LMG's ammo is so easily made off rip. All you need is to get your hands on a furnace. Not a furnace, sorry. All you need to get is like a, you need to get yourself a smelter and then a fabricator. Two things that are very easy to get early on. Whilst the furnace, you have to get to like level 4 for one of the corporations. In which, that's like, what, like 60... I think it's like 10,000 like delivery points total. It's tiered, so it's kind of like 200 as like a down payment, and then afterwards it's like... But yeah, then afterwards it just like, you know, depreciates and... Yeah, it pretty much increases in how much value you put out and all that. So yeah. My point stands though that the LMG's ammo is so easy to make that all you need is like to invest in like 2 corporations off rip. In which, let me check which ones. Because I know that... Yeah, that one was like really... Alright, so let me see here. So all you need thus far is the smelter. The smelter is arguably going to be your best friend. Then afterwards, you're just gonna need, what was it? You're definitely gonna just need a fabricator. To which, let me see, which one gives the fabricator... Let me see which one gives the fabricator. This is like a level 2 item. Yeah, there we go. The selenium core gives the fabricator, like, early on. However, the furnace is, like, really later on. I wouldn't say, like, really later on, but still, it is, like, fairly late into. It is fairly late after you, like, get everything all built up and everything.
Let's send this.
So, yeah. But yeah, getting the furnace or the fabricator is like really easy, and because of it, you just need to forge like a bunch of titanium rods. You get yourself some titanium rods, you go in here, and bam, there you go. I got like a whole magazine's worth of frickin' stuff. It's amazing. You might be thinking, apart, do I need to get anything for the fabricator? No, you don't. You don't need to get anything. In fact, all you need is just the fabricator itself. And bingo, bango, bongo, you get yourself an LMG if you invest it into... Give me a sec. If you invest into Grift's Blue Corporation. Because they give you the equipment upgrade station. They give you the equipment gun upgrade station. They also give you like a whole... Give you access to like all sorts of stuff that you need war bonds for.
That's just what I need.
But because I got the supporter edition and it came like a bunch of extra stuff, it pretty much automatically covered the cost of the LMG. But yeah, it pretty much covered the cost of the LMG, which is great. You could go around and salvage for it. For the ammo, just like scavenge for it, but for long-term sustainability, yeah, no, you don't wanna. Yeah, for long-term sustainability, you don't wanna get the assault rifle off rip. What you wanna do is just get the LMG because it's got the highest magazine possible, as well as just like, I think thus far the highest damage. But yeah, thus far it gives, and it pretty much gives out the highest damage, I think. I think barring probably the shotgun, of course, because, you know, close quarters combat and all that. Alrighty, so I got myself a while ago, like a few stuff. The furnace, here we go. So now that I got the furnace, let me see here. Sorry, right now I'm trying to get this thing to lock. Ah, fuck's sakes.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Let me see here. What did these corpse need? Alright, so that one will receive Wolfram powder, to which... Is this shit not working? Oh, there's not enough power right now. Damn it, I need to get myself a better sustainable source of power, because this solar system shit ain't working. Alrighty. Alrighty now. The fires of industry are going in accordance to what the corporations deign and desire. Oh wait, why am I doing this? Shit. Alright, give me a sec here. Here we go.
Just what I need.
Alright, this corporation is gonna get dropped a bit. Give me a sec, cause... Here we go. There we go. Look at that. Industry at its finest. Small industry, but industry nevertheless. Let's see here. Let me see here. Bear witness the fires of industry. But yes, bear witness as the fires of industry burn. They burn and yearn for freedom. Let's see here. I do want to get more rails. Just because if I get more rails, I'll be able to get more shit done. Fuck it, why not? So yeah, this game so far is just pretty good, if I'm being honest. It's a bit slow, admittedly, but... yeah, it's a bit slow, but nevertheless, still enjoyable. You know, I want to get that shotgun, so I'm gonna get that shotgun. Weapon 2. Get me the shotgun. Alright. Ooh, look at that reload, though. Whew. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, you know, it's not that great either. So here's hoping that later on it will get better. Alright, 3 weapons in hand. A shotgun, or as some might call it, a shit gun. And a bunch of other stuff as well. A laser cannon that's more or less meant to be a, it's more or less meant to just be a harvester. I do wonder if maybe at some point they will add, like, laser guns. Probably not, because, well, what makes a colony and industry shudder, other than penal colonists with a fucking laser gun?
Gotcha.
Alright, but yeah. So far, it's going to be slow and steady deliveries for corporations that can immediately benefit me right now. Because right now, like I say, the fires of industry demand tribute. And I got like a ton of this stuff going on right now. I suppose for the time being, while this is going on, because right now, I don't have anything going on right now immediately. There's no, like, main direct story attached to this game. Which kinda sorta is... makes sense, but at the same time, it kind of feels like there should be a little bit, like, attached to it. Like, discover the mystery of what happened to Arcadia 7. Because you're sent out here, and you're sent out here not as, like, the first man or woman to, like, come out. But instead, you're, like, pretty much Iron Lung, where it's just, like, it doesn't matter if you come back or not. As long as you give us the resources, and you do what you're meant to do out there, we don't give a shit. Because that's really the best way to describe it, you know? Yeah, that's really the best way to describe it. It's just like, they don't really give a shit if you live or die out here. They just want to, because the corporations are the ones that are payrolling you a little bit, they're just like, yeah, as long as our interests are met, you could stay out there with some level of autonomy. And look at this place, though. It is beautiful in some alien way. But yeah, in an alien way, this game is beautiful. Reminds me of like the early 2000s era type games, you know? Gives me that type of vibe, where it's you're like, remember back then when games used to have like artistic style? Nowadays, they always focus on hyper-realism, but here, it doesn't really fully commit to that idea, but at the same time, it has enough where it's just like, it sells it, you know? Still, for what is here, it is pretty dense in some ways. I do kind of wish there was like a few more things in terms of oh my goodness, what is all this? For example, one thing that I definitely have a sort of issue with a little bit is the HUD and how static it feels. I'm sure they'll probably change it later on. I hope they change it later on, because the HUD does feel kind of sort of like static and just like doesn't really move that much. Which, why would you want the HUD to move, you know? At the same time, it's like, I don't know, it sort of would add to the charm a little bit, in my opinion. You're like, for example, if you see your character in the corner, you don't want to see like just a standard portrait of him. You want to see them moving, you know? Sort of like Team Fortress in a way, where it's like you see your character like doing all these like motions and movements a little bit. That would be kind of interesting, I'd say. Would that totally work? Probably not. Yeah, but still, food for thought at least. I would like, actually, a vehicle to drive around in. I don't think the corporations would fully give us a mech. That being said, I do think at the very least they would give us a rover to, like, drive around from point to point a little bit, you know? And so far, the crafting in this game isn't bad. In fact, it's actually pretty decent all around.
Geoscanner initialized.
But yeah, it doesn't feel totally cumbersome to like pretty much just go around crafting. It just feels like it's like just you gathering resources and you pretty much building up like a place for you to live and like carry out whatever jobs you need. Like I said, this game kind of reminds me of Stalker a little bit, but not in the sense of like A-Life or anything. But in the sense of isolation and just how alone you are a bit, you know? I'm out. Let me pull out my other gun. The bigger one.
Geoscanning complete. Data acquired. Map updated.
Area clear. I need to survive.
part of me is curious as to what is in store for this game. Yeah, part of me is curious as to like what this game has in store for itself.
Acquired.
Cause, oh boy, there is a lot of stuff that I want to like see a little bit. Yeah, if there is a story to this game, how was it gonna end? Yeah, part of me is like curious, is like, because a lot of these characters have like backstories to them, and a lot of them were probably selected because they were perfect for a particular job. I wonder how it will end in that respect. Is it gonna end with them like defying the corporations somehow, and then they would find their way back home on Earth or something like that? That doesn't seem like it would be in the spirit of the game a little bit. Not in the sense that it's like, I don't think this game is gonna be like in total macabre or something like that.
Enemy pacified.
Yeah, I don't think the game's just gonna be like so macabre that it's gonna be like, oh, you know, they can't go home, so now this is their new home, sort of thing. But I don't know. Maybe that's how it is gonna end a little bit, where it's just gonna end with these characters just being stranded out here, and this is their lives now.
Changing mags.
Isn't that how Subnautica ends, if I'm not mistaken? It's like after you cure yourself of the infection, you can't, you kind of sort of just like continue on with like what you were doing before.
Come here. I need to survive. Acquired.
I'm just curing all these poly fruit right now. Very quiet indeed. This game is available for like 20 bucks right now. I'm trying to think, how much does Green Hell cost? Yeah, how much does Green Hell cost? Well, currently it costs like fucking $3, but I mean, after, you know, before the sale and everything. So before the sale, it is around 30 bucks. 28 technically, but yeah. Wonder what compelled them to make Star Rupture a little bit. I am curious what did compel them to do that.
Let's send this. Data collected.
But yeah, I am curious like what it is that compelled these developers to make a game like this. It would seem like out of their wheelhouse a little bit, but not that much. The Moon Energy Corporation. You know, I'm gonna need more power soon. Let's see. I love my solar panels, but at the same time, I need a more effective way of producing energy. The flames of industry demand progress. I have like so much titanium, it's not even a fucking joke. This is how many stacks I have alone. Let's see here. The flames of industry burn in this realm. It demands that war continue. I wonder if I should try and renovate a bit. Oh my god, there's my character, guys. Let me see here. There I am, boys, though. There I am. It's me, John Hahn. Alrighty, let's see. Sorry, right now I'm just doing home renovations right now. That's all I'm doing. Just some quick renovations, hopefully making a nice home. Seriously? Trying to make an elevated home here and it's not letting me. Alrighty, yeah. Now just build myself a nice little... There we go. Look at that. Make a nice little safety barrier. Actually, I'm curious. Do I need to make it like deep in or... I guess I do. Okay. Nice little panoramic view and all that. Here we go. We get a nice view of all this horrible shit. Let's see here. Now let's see here. See what else we got here. Alrighty, yeah. It's all coming together now. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, there we go. I just carried like a shitload of ammo on hand, that's all. Alright, excellent. As you clearly tell with this new and slightly improved home, the fires of industry burn still. Alright, right now, currently, everything is in stasis a bit. So right now, I gotta try and make Alright, time to make an effort now. How is it I'm getting enough sun here? The question will never be answered at this rate. It's one of life's greatest mysteries right now. See here. Alrighty. Here we go. Yeah, look at all this. Industry has resumed once more. Industry has resumed once more. Alrighty. Alrighty. The fires of industry burn now, and we now just need to wait more. Yeah, so right now just waiting on like a shitload of fucking stuff to be made out right now. Right now it's going slow as dirt because of the
I can use this.
due to the reconstruction efforts, but yeah. Although now that I've gotten myself some more stuff, I can now actually do some things. See here. Recipes, fabricators. I can now make beams.
Rupture activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
Oh boy. Mission blowout soon. Emission blowout coming soon, yes? Watch as the fires will burn all. Of course, I'm not gonna be here much longer, so I'm just gonna... see how the sky is turned. So not too long ago, I got into collecting figures right now, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I've just been buying figures lately. I currently got like 3, 4 Gundam figures. 1 Street Fighter figure, 1 Sailor Moon figure, and a Kamen Rider figure. Kamen Rider 01, to be more specific. And I recently went on eBay and got into getting more figures. Got 2 Spider-Man figures and a few third-party figures as well.
Rupture's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
Ah, look at that. Emission blowout is going on, guys.
Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
Look at that. I get to witness my... I get to witness the fruits of my labor right now. So I could step out, but, you know, currently it's hot. It's hot outside, so you know, it'd kind of sort of be pointless. You might say, no balls.
It's too hot.
Yeah, one might say, no balls, but as you clearly see, stepping out, you fucking burn to hell.
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Alright, let's move fast now, shall we? Gotta get much of that magnesium as possible. The fires of industry will cool itself and eventually resume the proper fires instead of just being overheated and being unusable like slag. Take advantage of the calm right now while I can and all that. One thing's for certain though, if you don't have like enough resources to like survive, you're kind of fucked, I guess. That's really the best way to describe it. You're just kind of fucked and dead. Alrighty. Let's see, just got a dead body there. Got, oh, great and mighty monolith. 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 Oh, monolith. Your children wait for your speech, for your words. Monolith. No matter how far I go from the zone, can't escape it, can I? Man, those grubblers survive being scorched? Jeez, resilient little fuckers, aren't they? See here. Hey, more shit.
I think I can use this.
I wonder if I could have multiple bases across the world right now. I wonder how big this map is as well, when I think about it. Because this place is extensively big. Like, real big. Oh, jeez. And where have I gone right now? How far off the track have I gone right now? I'm curious. It's like so much... Jeez, I am way off track right now. Would you look at that?
Acquired. Come here.
Son of a bitch. It's this dead quiet that you have to deal with now. What lies out in the shadows? Who may know?
Geoscanner initialized.
Changing mags.
An upside at the very least of using... An upside at the very least out of being in a, in this black and white environment is that everything is now much more easier to spot. So these things drop friggin' just like researchable resources. So now you could actually like see them a lot easier now. Although to be fair, I'm not sure if it's because there's like
Scan complete. That's just what I need.
What's all this now?
That's a strange plan.
Oh, look at that. Greenery is returning back to this place. I wonder if there's gonna be like more characters added in. Although, to be honest, I really can't see the developers adding more characters into this game. Mostly because the characters they have are meant and designed to be like a set amount. So it does seem kind of sort of overkill, I guess you'd say, to have more than them.
The Ruptura is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
Jesus Christ, look at this shit. This is a whole fucking colony. Oh shit. This is what Helldiver is to me now. It's just all there is to do. Fight bugs. Oh no.
Dehydrated.
First death. Oh, that's a good sign at least. I get a pistol at least.
I'm healed. Just what I need.
Oh yeah, now I got myself a gun. Yeah, just I got myself a pistol.
Acquired. Come here. I need to survive. Tasty.
Alright, nice. Hey, the pistol's not bad though. For weapon you get off the rip, yeah, it's not bad. Maybe it's one of those instances right now where the survival is you using the pistol the entire way through. Although, to be fair, you don't get upgrades for the pistol, unfortunately. Oh, give me a sec. Alrighty, so yeah, to do some quick stuff. Anyway, alright, so I'm gonna be wrapping up soon right now. Oh man. My thoughts are all over the place when it comes to a lot of things right now. It's the new year, I'm picking up new hobbies, getting like all sorts of news, and I'm wondering to myself, what's the newest game right now? And suffice to say, the answer is, aside from Star Rupture and a few other stuff, nothing really new, unfortunately. There's Code Vein 2, although I should finish Code Vein 1. And along with that, I still got the looming threat of Silent Hill 2 still over my head as well, so there's that. There's a lot of games I gotta finish and play a bit. I already explored this place, and that's where I got like a bunch of resources from. So right now, this is just me getting a whole bunch of other stuff right here. Unfortunately, right now, when it comes to the pistol, while it's great for small groups of enemies, it's terrible for large scale, unfortunately. If only I could get like a laser sight on this thing or something. All I got is this like kinda sorta hollow. You get this kinda sorta holographic iron sight deal.
Changing mags. Reloading. Gotcha. Fire in the hole.
Whew. Alrighty. That definitely caused enough damage to get those fuckers off my back. Although, not enough to get me out of here right now.
Reloading.
Yeesh. Run, boy, run! They're coming to get you. Run, boy, run! They're trying to stop you. Actually, today, Dying Light the Beast just gave out the ultimate reward for completing the community challenge, so that's kind of nice. I participated like once and I got all the rewards. It's great. My contribution, I blew up zombies. That's my contribution. Jeez. Alright, but yeah.
Changing mags.
Ugh, jeez. I wonder what's in store for the future of games right now. Got all sorts of games just announced, and yet none of them are actually out. And that's the most annoying part of it all. Is like, yeah, I got this excellent, cool new concept right now. It's a PvPvEvPvPvE. It's just the multiplayer slop.
I need to survive.
It's like, seriously? You can't make a single player game? That's just gonna be my attitude until, you know, something that's single player actually comes out. It's just gonna be like, seriously? You can't just make a single player game out of this? You either must be incredibly talented, incredibly confident, or you're just incredibly lazy. I don't know which one's which.
I'm taking the meds.
Alright, but yeah. Either you're incredibly confident in yourself, or you are incredibly lazy, because clearly it takes a genius to make a multiplayer game. And by that, I mean all you need to do is just learn how to set up a server, and that's it, apparently, to make a game. Guys, I'm gonna make a new ultra-realistic hyper Undo Mondo fucking high concept game. It's called Server. It's just gonna be a multiplayer game, and it's just a bunch of people's names on a server.
Enemy pacified.
But yeah, just gonna be a bunch of people's names on a server, and it's just gonna be this PvP game. First to dox each other win.
Come here.
First to dox each other wins, yeah? God, I wish I was bullshitting, but no. Every time I hear there's like a new game coming out, it's like, oh sweet, what's it gonna be? And it's just gonna be like showcase like all this like cool footage, and then afterwards it just like drop the bombshells like the next generation MMORPG first person shooter. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, seriously? Alrighty, let's see here.
Data collected.
Yeah.
Let's send this.
Bravo! Shipment delivered to Clever Robotics. They're still very happy with your services, but remember, everything can always be done more efficiently.
Of course. Now I got more rails. I got more rails, guys. I'm cool now. Alrighty, let's see. How does this all work? Right now, the fires of industry are... Alrighty, yeah. So far, this is what it's at right now. I'm still at that subpar level. Let me see here. Surely there's got to be a way to boost my production somehow. Of course. Why didn't I think of it sooner? Well, I probably did, but I didn't have the resources at the time. Let me think. Let me see and let me think off the top of my head. 'Cause for the most part... Would you look at that? Industry has come to my little section of the world. Oh, it's beautiful. Makes a man cry. See here. Anything I can get? Let's see here. Just a bunch of... I can learn tubes. With industry having come to my small little piece of paradise. All I need is just 2 fabricators now, because the smithies are now doing their work all the way out from here. Don't you just love a well-made and maintained factory line? Industry. So beautiful, so pure. It's all running on titanium.
Nice.
Dude, I have like so much titanium, it's not even a fucking joke. Jesus Christ, I could just create as much resources as I want. Jeez, if only I could have a mobile fortress just be made and autonomous by itself and I don't need to reload the guns. If only that were the dream. If only. Industry flourishes. Alrighty. Behold the fires and the flourishes of industry. What lo, I have taken, pillaged this land for all it is worth, and will continue to plunder and take upon more, so that this land may never know peace. Alrighty, let's see here. Just take some of these.
I can use this.
Alrighty, excellent. Just like that, the fires of industry flourish. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Let's see here. Jeez, I'm not gonna lie, I'm partially beat myself, actually. Oof, vey. Let's see, we're gonna need a lot of... You need to collect a lot of the friggin' resources right now to get even a portion of what it is I hope to gather.
I need to survive.
I need to survive.
Acquired.
Get used to hearing that line of dialogue a lot, that's for sure. I'm not sure if Green Hell had this type of issue where the character just wouldn't shut the fuck up, but you know. Here nor there, I suppose. So, Star Rupture, though, I'm enjoying it overall. Very quiet, very calm. Reminds me a bit of that, like, of Satisfactory a little bit. Albeit, it's a lot more different. Because in Satisfactory, you gotta deal with the fact that you're playing as some random, construction worker that's just, like, kind of sort of forced to the wayside to do this shit. Whilst here, you're like a penal... You're effectively a penal colony worker. I'm not sure if Satisfactory actually has a story now that I think about it. Probably doesn't. Game like that? Yeah, a game like that though? It probably wouldn't.
Data collected.
Alrighty, finally. Got myself a titanium housing thing. Bear witness in awe as the fires of industry have come to mine home. In deed and in thought, 'tis what some would dare say, a dark day. But I would say it is a flourishing day. Yes, indeed, mine own home has no longer become that of a sanctuary, but instead that of which a den of capital instead. I mourn not that which with that which be'd mine boon, for this is what I drawed myself towards. Alrighty. Alright, nice. I've now effectively created my own little sweatshop. Industry demands that I make sacrifices, and this be my own sacrifice, my own sanctity of home. For what lo, this is what profit looks like. The fires will never quell, they will never die. They will continue to prosper long after my expiration of my immortal coils, and even so my legacy be bathed in blood of my enemies, that be bugs.
Good work. Selenium thanks you for the shipment. They're very impressed. The other crews they had previously worked with weren't even half as good.
I think I can use this.
So the means of what they desire have changed, and yet not what has changed in the end. They shall have their pure rods of titanium. Industry will not dictate nor change to the whims of lessers. Jesus Christ, I'm just fucking talking like I'm an actual mogul. Technically, all this is in work, company property. As for the suit, I think it suits me well.
Prepare for a wave.
Reloading.
Yeah, see what I mean when I say that fucking getting standard ammo for this thing, though, is an insufferable pain in the ass, though. You need to get yourself the furnace first, which is something you wouldn't unlock until, like, a bit later on.
Changing mags.
I'm curious what the extended magazine is. There's like a bunch of other stuff too that I'm kind of curious about as well. Let me see here. Legal note: Mar Phantom's not a sniper. Everyone knows who does any such. Jim. Oh, that's funny. Cooled barrel. Emission wave coming in 3, 2, 1.
Roswell's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Psi emission fields have gone off.
Extreme temperature detected.
There is actual dialogue with the other characters, though. Yeah, there is actual dialogue with other characters that are here. Though, I think I might have gone through them all already. What low, do you think these will stop me? This will stop the fires of mine industry in mine heart?
Returning to normal.
No. What low? I still stand despite it all, and I'm wrapping this up now actually, because it is getting late and people are going to sleep now, so that'll be all for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the stream. If you want to see more, I'll be hopefully streaming again sometime soon for hopefully I'll be streaming again sometime soon for specifically Code Vein. Maybe tomorrow, who knows. Anyway, apologies for my, lack of direct focus. Yeah, apologies for my lack of direct focus, but yeah. It's just been, between the games I've been playing. Yeah, between the games I've been playing specifically. Mostly just referring to the, horde shooters and just me trying to really think off the top of my head of like certain stuff. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the stream. I'll see you next one. That being, well, I'm not gonna promise tomorrow, but perhaps sometime soon, hopefully, maybe. And yeah, tons of care yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.